All right, guys, welcome back to Cameshiareviews, the queen of reality TV. This is one of my new shows, The Queen's Opinion, and I really wanted to have a conversation with my audience and, of course, any cast from Ready to Love who may be watching in the background, which y'all usually are, and that's just what it is. It's a compliment. I really want to say I appreciate that. Some of the stories that were told, the stories, I'm sorry, some of the things that were shown in this episode, I'm trying to see how I can say this. Genuine things that happened in this episode that I was enjoying. It was refreshing. I want to say that. I do want to talk about the Cisco situation really quick, right? I feel like Cisco is getting a raw deal, even though I understand they're gonna have their opinions about this, that, and the third, right? But then I try to think back, if a man doesn't have anything, right? And I get it, the financial state, a woman wants to feel secure. I think Kid My Cheeks mentioned it on my panel, and I agree with her. What if he can move to such high, lengths and such high areas in his life with a person on his arm that he loves? Because I'm gonna tell you something. The whole scene, when I saw Tay crying, it was an emotional scene. Like I said, I've not people close to me who have been homeless and struggling and really having a rough time. That's not a good thing to go through. It's really hard. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, that whole scene, for them to have that conversation and for her to get emotional, I think that Tay is taking this very seriously. I think that I think she's taking this very seriously. That's really how I feel about it. And I think that Cisco is taking it seriously. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because for him to go on a show knowing that he's in this financial state like this, he really wants to, find something. Because, talking to all the cast I've talked to in the past, it's not like the check is gonna be like super big or anything, right? It's like he's just doing it for a job. I think he's actually there trying to find someone, knowing he's going through this. And it seemed like it really bothered him when he was talking to Naeem. It really bothered him of what the things that she said to him. And so when they did have the open conversation, she was honest with him. Like, I backed up. It scared me. When he was talking to her, baby, I've had things. I've had success with somebody and alone. So I do like the way he spoke to her and told her. So for me, I can't just say, okay, he doesn't have this, he doesn't have that. Does that mean that he should not have the opportunity to find somebody to love? Like, just being honest, right? And that's what I was trying to get at, but I wanted to say it to you guys, me talking about it. I think he should have the opportunity to find love. I even like the scene of him talking to Daim about how he felt in his heart. Two men having that type of conversation, because and I as a woman, I'm guilty of it. We forget that men also. My fiance tell me all the time, men have feelings too. We have feelings as well. You know what I'm saying? And so the vulnerable moments that have been shown on the show compared to what I've seen in the past, I do like that. I like the way they're showing the connections slowly. Like, for instance, and I do understand that men had the power. I get that, right? When Shanice kissed Fritz, was one of my favorite scenes of the show. It wasn't too much. She wasn't trying to do too much or anything like that. She was showing him, I like you. And Shanice, to me, is moving in a really good way as far as this season. If y'all watch Shanice, she's having connection. She's not playing around. She's letting you know I like you, whatever, whatever. What I will say about Fritz, I feel like that's a genuine connection with her, right? I feel like he should stay with that. But I also understand him trying to get to know. The thing with Sahara, I don't understand that. If you didn't like her, why would you even entertain it if that's not your thing? You are allowed to not like her. You are allowed to not be attracted to Rocky or any other woman. I just say, as a man, I don't understand how the reactions were, the things that you did as far as playing in her face, that was a waste of your time. I don't understand Sahara wanted to go out on a date with you, like Cookie said, to just read you. That whole date, foot rub, all of that, in my opinion, didn't make sense. Okay. I'm just gonna be honest. Coley asking for a kiss from Eddie was crazy. Okay. And I'm gonna say this: I don't think that a woman, kissing a man or whatever is bad. Like I said before previously, that used to be a taboo for a woman to kiss a man. Anyway, we know that. But someone, like I said, when Shanice did, I thought it was cute. Coley, it was the opposite of that. It was a bit cringy, it was, because it's like and then you said it more than once. If you gotta say it more than one time, it looks like you're begging. And I think Coley is a beautiful girl. She doesn't have to do that. She does not have to do that. So I was wishing that she just, because I think that when she was sitting there, I think that Coley saw the other two girls looking at her, and the other girls, it gave her like a boost of, oh, you know what? Oh, I'm gonna get a kiss. Now they watching. I'm gonna give me a kiss. They looking. And that was more of, of course, this is my territory. This is mine. And he was looking like, no, ma'am, I'm not doing that with them girls looking at me. Are you? No, I'm not. And so I just wish she hadn't done that. I think that made her look bad. And then she got upset of his reaction and did it in front of him. So it just did not, it was not a good look. Now, I will say about Angie, Angie's a strong personality, and I am one too. So I don't have no issue with that. I love Angie, to tell you the truth. But I wish she, I understand her liking Eddie, and even when she tried to give her number to Cam, that's another thing. Like, Mama, let them, this is the thing about it. I don't think there's a problem as far as a woman, giving a man her phone number. I've never had an issue with that, but it's difficult sometimes because some men want to pursue, and you have to kind of read the room. If they're not pursuing in any kind of way, no matter what you're doing, maybe they're not into you, or maybe, I don't know, maybe there'll be a conversation. I have no idea. Right. Okay. So a lot of people did not like the game. I did. It was a bit strong. And yes, there was a lot of, sexual thing. I think that Red to Love was just trying to be, a little different, pizzazz, a little spice, doing something different than before. I'm not mad at it. Of course, I come from a challenge world. So, me, I like challenge shows and all those type of things. So I don't have an issue with it. It was cute watching them run, trying to grab, because at the end of that, we had, I forgot to say on the thing I just did, but Sahara and Angie ended up winning. Okay. I think Sahara is coming to the head of the class, right? Now, I don't know. I really believe that Sarah's going to stay, even though Fritz was trying to get her to go. Now, I want to talk about that real quick. In the vault, Fritz whispering, let's get her out, was trash. If you feel that way because you feel that way, and again, Fritz has every right to not like any woman on this show, period. Okay? Or not be attracted to, or whatever that might look like. But the way he handled that was ridiculous. Once again, Cisco stepped up with Cam, because Cam was on his own, and no other men, if you notice, said anything and jumped on the bandwagon. Look, let's talk about it. Cam was paying attention, and so was Cisco. The thing that I find it crazy, he mentioned something about Sahara. I think he said twice, whispered it or whatever. And the fact of the matter is, they all started saying her name. So when Cam was like, so did she, did it have y'all make y'all say this or whatever? Who is that? Okay. When Cam was like calling him out for and being on his own, I liked how Cisco jumped in, because even though everybody was saying her name, Cisco was the only one that stood up for Sahara. I'm just being honest. And the thing about it with Jay said in the beginning of the episode, he said, She's a runaway girl. I like her. So I just didn't really understand why everybody would say her name. I understood why Fritz was, because he made it plainly clear that he is not attracted to her. And again, he has every right to feel that way. Sometimes people get upset, get twisted because that man does not like that woman. I don't agree with that. I think that if you don't like her, you just don't like her. But it was the way it was handled in the vault. This is not the challenge. This is not Big Brother. You guys are not an alliance. Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. Uh-oh. My bad, John. My bad. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. Um, in the vault when he called her out or whatever, I just didn't think that was gentlemanlike. I think that if Fritz is there looking for actual love, it doesn't matter if Sahara stays or goes, because that's not one of the women that he wants to talk to. So it just doesn't. I mean, you get what I'm saying. It doesn't really. I just think it doesn't really mean anything. Wait, what did I do? What in the world? I did not want to do that. And I can't even get back the way I had it. Ugh. I can't. I don't know what I did. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about that. To be honest, I'm sorry, I got a little distracted. It is what it is. We're gonna see how these things turn out as the season goes. I really am falling in love with Cisco and Tay, and I'm intrigued to see what that's going to look like at the end. I'm being extremely honest. I think that this could be something different for us to see this man go through what he's going through publicly, mind you. And for her to say what she said in the beginning, but still wants to give him an opportunity, this could be the it couple. This could be it. You know what I'm saying? He's very capable. He made that plainly clear. He's very capable of being successful in executing. And he's done it with or without somebody. So I really want to see what happens there. I really liked I told you Fritz and Shanice. I like them. I even like, to be honest, Angie and Eddie. I think that they are cute. I really was liking Coley and Eddie, but I'm thinking, to be honest, I'm thinking that they're gonna send Coley home. I really would love to see Coley redeem herself after, not really redeem herself, but well, I guess you said that, redeem herself after the miss kiss situation, to just see what would actually happen. Look, this is the thing about it. Just like Naeem is on there with the kids and the baby mama and stuff like that, why would, because see, I'm gonna tell you something about Ready to Love, them putting them people on here that have these backgrounds. It's like real life. You're gonna run to somebody that has children and baby moms. You're gonna run to somebody who may not be financially where you want them to be. And that's real life. And I don't take that lightly. So that's why I really wanted to speak on the Cisco situation. Is very personal. And I loved how he handled it. So far, I know people looking at Cisco because of his looks. And this is me saying this. I feel like in this episode, because to me in the beginning, I didn't really see much of Cisco. So I was kind of like, I don't know. But I feel like that Cisco is showing another side that is not just I'm pretty, So that's just my opinion about that. Now, I also said I think that I feel like he's kind of like in Deanne. I'm saying her name Dion, I think, or I'm sorry, Deanna, I think is her name. I really do think that that is somebody that he is attracted to, and I'm really am looking forward to seeing what's gonna happen with that as well. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. What in the world did I? Okay, that's something I'm looking forward to seeing as well. There's something else I want to talk about. The double elimination was different, right? That's something, and I know they got the cliffhanger thing going on or whatever, but we already know who's going to go home. We kind of made that plain and clear. Now, this next episode I want to speak on because they're going to have, and I want to speak on it my channel. I forgot. I mean, my live earlier. She's going to be in there naked. Is she naked? I got this from a different world. I got Ron saying that every time. That looks like it's going to be a dicey episode because she's going to be. They're painting, right? And Angie's going to have an issue with it because she has a connection with Cisco, but she also has a connection with Eddie. Now, that's the part that's going to be conflicting. You got upset in this episode when you saw that Eddie was messing with Coley. Well, Mama, you cannot do that and get upset and then get upset with Cisco painting on somebody else, but you're talking, it's a lot of, we can't do that. I know that line is hard to be on. I can't imagine being a woman in this situation. JD and a man, because I think the women and the men are going through things. My fiance reminds me all the time, men go through stuff. So let me not forget. The men and the women go through stuff with dating in real life. I can't imagine being on TV, showing your entire life on TV, flaws and all. That has got to be a very difficult situation. That's why I'm going to say this again. I've always respected Ready to Love because it was my first show I've ever done, besides Sisters on BET. And the first press I ever did, and I learned a lot of lessons doing it, the good and the bad that I, learned from doing press for Ready to Love. I've taken it to my future, how I am as a journalist now. So shout out to Ready to Love forever for me, right? And we have a complicated relationship. It's good and bad. Ready to Love Cass either love me or hate me, and that's just what it is. I get blamed for everything. It's whatever. The crown will never leave. I'm not tripping. Okay, my shoulders are real strong, baby. Trust and believe. I can hold it all. And no woman gonna intimidate me on no cast or no man. Baby, it's not gonna work. No matter what network I'm talking about, just pure in general. But I do admit that I move a little differently on the other networks because I don't get the same smoke as I do with the black network, and that's unfortunate. But it's okay. It's okay. As again, I said, I'm good. I'm good. The other podcasts are smaller. Y'all want to rock. You like the ones who like you. Hey, I say do what makes you happy. Because I can't live your life. You do what makes you happy. Okay? So trust and believe I am. Which is why I started doing other networks years ago. So I only picture told to just one thing, Ready to Love. And I'm just being honest with you. That's the business. Okay? Because at one point in time I was, she's just Ready to Love. No. Look at my interviews. Over 100 interviews with different networks, including comedians. I'm proud of it. Yes, I talk a lot. I talk about shit a lot. I should, and as you should. I'm a very confident woman about my word. My word speaks for itself. And there's no blogger that's done over 50 interviews with Ready to Love on YouTube but me. Anyway, to continue. The double elimination, like I was saying, was it was different. And I did like the element. At first, I kind of was like, another woman is going home. But I do understand the logic of being realistic. There were some pairs in there that wasn't matching with people. A lot more extra women on the show at this time. And so it does make sense to go ahead and do a double elimination because these people that they're got up for elimination are not making the connection. And to me, it's a genuine connection that I want to see this season, which I feel like I am seeing it. all the now we didn't see much of Miss Rose, and y'all know I love me some Rose. I think Rose is so sweet. She's so kind. I think she got it going on as well, and I think that Rose is a contender of one of the ones that can maybe get to the end. You know what I'm saying? I like Sahara's coming through, baby. Sahara has come through. People can call her whatever they want to call her, but to me, Sahara just says what's on her mind. And sometimes when you are a woman, a black woman especially, that said what's on your mind. Black men be the first one to say, I don't like that. That's aggressive. I've been called aggressive my entire life. Have and will continue to be called that. And will continue to use my platform to speak. And for those who don't want to hear it, please close your ears. But the vulnerability I've seen from the men is very refreshing this season. And I have said before the opposite. So I really have been enjoying this season. It has not been pow, pow, pow like it has been in the past. Remember, we just came out of Dallas. Dallas, my people, though, so don't trip. But I'm just saying that it is a lot more tender moments than it had. And I'm not saying that. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some stuff coming up. This is a reality TV show. I don't care what network you're on. There's going to be something, right? And even the stuff they've had, it's been small and they've kind of handled it. So I'm like, okay, I see y'all over there, what y'all doing. I see it. Okay. I know everybody like the competition side of it. I think it's cute. I do. Maybe they didn't like all the sex comments, but to them, they looked at it as a way to break the ice, right? To have those conversations. But then I forgot who said that on my panel, that who was they talking to know, like Khalil was eating some booty. I was like, oh, okay. Hey, whatever makes you happy, baby, you do what you got to do. Anyway, so this next episode, I think, will be spicy with the women because they're going to have the power for one. And I know that Angie is going to have some issues in this episode. So I look forward to seeing whatever that might look like. To me, I think it's going to be a good season. I look forward to talking about it. I'm going to be honest. I'm not worried about anything else besides that. If things come to me, they do. If they do not come to me, I'm still going to be straight. I'm just going to talk about my channel and what I see as far as Ready to Love. Please don't DM me anything for my people who watch me. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know because I don't want to come on here going off. I ain't trying to do all that this year. None of that. I'll wait for Never Ever Mets for that. Oh, because that's going to be crazy. Oh, yes. That's going to be crazy. Anyway. Love y'all down. I want to say again, shout out to the men of Philadelphia and the women of Philadelphia. Gorgeous women on there, gorgeous shapes. I love it. Different varieties, love different hairs. I think it's a colorful cast. And I am enjoying the season. I just want to say that. I am enjoying the season. I love the party. Oh, it just, I don't know. I'm actually enjoying that. Like last weekend when they had the barbecue, the different things that they were adding into the show. It's fun. It's not just serious and drama or whatever stuff going on. So yeah, that's all I got for y'all. I'm about to get out of here. I am the Queen of Reality TV, point blank, period. This is your girl who been doing this for over, I don't even know at this point, years and years, more than any other blogger. Not more than any other blogger, more than a few. Not any of them. I won't say that. Covering this show and interviewing over 50 people. Whether that's it for me on that, the interview with Ready to Love. I'm not. It's a new stuff this season. Ready to Love coming up as well. We'll see. But I wish everybody the best and look forward to seeing what they're going to bring to the rest of the season. I do think it's going to be some more fun stuff. You know, they're going to have probably a getaway episode as well. And the way they're moving right now, I'm looking forward to the getaway episode. Like, I really am. Like, you know, before you be like, the getaway episode usually be a lot of mess. And I'm pretty sure they'll have that element. But the way that they are moving and get them a say, it's going to be probably some connections and some good stuff happening. I think, is this the one I saw? Is this? Oh, that's never met. Never mind. It's in the season. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got, guys. Go watch this episode. It was very good. I know people are gonna judge Cisco really hard because of the homeless. I mean, not home. I'm sorry. Judge him really hard because of the room situation, and I get it because he's of a certain age. But as I stated, you can be terminated. You could lose everything, and when you get a divorce, and I don't know all of it, right? And if he wants to talk about it one day, he probably will. Even if it's on his own platform, a divorce costs a lot of money. And like I said, if he was doing really well financially, and there was a prenup or something happened in the marriage, she could get everything, and there would be nothing he could do about it. Honestly, I mean, period. If she had a really good lawyer, would leave him with nothing but the show on his back, which that may have happened, you know. But anyway, I just say let's give them all grace. Let's see what they're gonna bring to the table. Everybody, I think that they all will. Even Naeem is still on there. Yeah, we got to have variety again in real life. You're gonna meet somebody that has children. You're gonna meet somebody who may not be in your financial, like where they are financially in their life. It's gonna be a lot of things. So we have to be open and think about that when we watch these type of shows. Because in real life, when you're dating, it's not gonna be peachy and keen and all these things, right? It's somewhat of a competition. You really shouldn't look at it that way because it is supposed to be a dating show, but it is because even in real life, if you have women or men who are out here in a dating pool, they are competing. If you have a man who's not married or not in a relationship, he can talk to more than one woman, especially if the women all know about it. Hey, I'm dating. Now, if they decide to be exclusive, that's something else, right? But at the end of the day, with the women, the same thing. If she's dating more than one guy and they're not in a relationship, that she just, she's casually dating, it's a competition because all those guys are competing for her. All those women are competing, whatever the love that might be, that person is competing for those people. So I want to leave that thought, have some grace, because everybody go through something. We sit over here behind our computers or we watch TV as fans and can say whatever, but we're not experiencing what they experience. I mean, now how many people I talk to about these shows over the years, I still don't know what they experience being on this show. And to me, I can't imagine, especially when we come out talking, not just us, even big platforms, whoever that might look like, or even Twitter, or, you can't control it. You can't control the comments. You can't, I mean, you can turn it off, but if I was on the show, how can you say turn it off? You're going to go look at it anyway. Maybe you're doing it in secret in your bathroom, but you're still looking at it, listening to the podcast or reading what people are typing. You're going to look at it. It's human. So I try to give grace over here, whether they know it or not. Or care, which they probably don't, and they shouldn't. But I'm saying I have tried over the years to give grace. That hasn't always worked for me. I've had cast people get mad at me. Who knows? All kind of things. I still keep it pushing, baby. Like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. It'd be another season coming, another season coming, another season. I'm just gonna be. I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just being honest. Like I've been here. I ain't going nowhere. When y'all gone, I'm gonna be still doing this. So, with that being said, y'all, go watch this episode. It was a very good episode, heartfelt episode. This season showing a lot of tender moments with the men. I'm seeing that. And it's not as messy. I'm seeing a lot of genuine connections, organic connections. So go watch this season. If you have not, you can go binge it. It's on Follow. That's where I watched it. Follow's pretty cheap. You can watch all the shows you want, rewind and watch it live. People usually sometimes they say YouTube, you can watch it on there. They usually drop the whole episode. Somebody always does, but you have to catch it before they take it off because it's copyright. You're not supposed to be showing the own products, whatever. So if you go to YouTube, sometimes there'll be some videos with the whole episode out. Go watch it over there. But I think YouTube TV, you can watch it there, and Direct TV as well. But going through OWN, trying to do it was always a mess for me. I struggled with that, so I ended up getting rid of the OWN app, and they stopped. I don't think they even have an app anymore, and so I just go through Follow. So it's just easier. It's just easier. But anyway, and I missed the OWN app because that's better. I used to be able to record and stuff. And anyway, while the show was on, catch the commercials so much. I used to get so much tea like that. The days. All right. I am about to get off here, y'all. I've been on here too long. Oh, by the way, guys, I forgot to tell y'all, my 5K was canceled today. Let me tell you something. I got up at 5 in the morning to go all the way down there on my day off when I could have been sleeping in, okay? Just to get an email at 4 that I didn't see, drive 14 minutes to find out it was canceled. But when I tell you I was hot and mad, I was hot and mad. But anyway, shout out to my panel. My panel was on fire today. It was so much smoke, baby. All right, y'all. With that being said, let me get off of here. One thing I want you guys to know, and that nothing that will never change about this, I am the queen of reality TV. Don't get it twisted and don't doubt